I've done a couple of different interviews with men who say that they are straight men who are dating trans women.
Yeah, they're gay. Yeah.
Is that simple to you?
Yeah, they're just gay. And that's cool, man. Be gay. Get your gay on. You know, I have gay friends. Shout out to, Jason from Hollywood Unlocked.
Right.
You know,
I feel like Jason Lee,
Yeah.
if we're going to just sort of defer to our homosexual friend Jason, I feel like he would probably acknowledge that there's something kind of inherently gay about
yeah, they're gay.
Right?
Be gay. You know what I mean? Let your gay flag wave around. You know? Do your gay thing.
It's not out yet, but I had someone say a sentence to me that was one of the most shocking sentences I've heard in a while. I had a guy on here, and his father is from a motorcycle gang, and he was doing crazy shit, clubbing people in the head with pipes and shit when he was 12 years old with his dad to collect on debts, that kind of stuff. And he said, he's like talking about how disappointed he was that his dad sort of disowned him once he started being in a serious relationship with this trans woman. And he said, like, my dad disowned me. It doesn't make me fucking gay just because I like to suck my girlfriend's dick sometimes.
Yeah, that's gay. It don't get much more gay than that.
That sentence, I was just like,
that's 100% gay. Nothing straight about it.
Right.
It's just gay, and that's cool, man. Be gay. Get your gay on.
I totally support him in his way of life, but it's like if you're gonna go around calling yourself straight, that's gonna be difficult for a lot of people to comprehend.
I mean, look, in prison, if you have a man suck your dick, that's not considered gay. Or if you fuck a dude in the ass, that's not considered gay. But if you get fucked, that is gay. So, people going to paint their house differently. You know what I mean? But if the house is pink, the house is pink. You know what I mean? You can call it some other color. It's light rose or whatever you want to call it, but it's still pink.
Yeah.
You're gay. And that's cool, man. Be gay. Everyone has their own thing. I like women. Always have. Always will. That's my thing. But if you are into both men and women or just men, do you, man? We're in a place where we're at a time that is most supported now than any time in history. Right?
I would say, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Lil Nas X would be an underground rapper. Well, it would be a one-hit wonder right now if he didn't start being extra gay, I feel that profoundly affected his career in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Because even Old Town Road, he's even talking about cheating on girls. And afterwards no, I'm gay, and let me just do the real gay thing here. And look at him. Dave Chappelle's talking about him in, specials, and he's got a bunch of hit songs, and yeah.
All he has to do, every single time he rolls out an album or a song, all he has to do is do some Satan-adjacent shit, do some gay-ass shit, and then the whole conservative ecosystem will just jump into attack mode to promote it. And like the new song that he put out, J. Christ, I was like digging into it a little bit, and he's kind of trying to like be meta with it and acknowledge that that's what he's doing, and that like in order for him to do a comeback song or whatever, that he kind of has to like trigger people in this manner or whatever. To me, it feels like it's getting very stale very quickly, especially because the new single is not very good.
Yeah, I mean, you could troll your way a certain percentage of the way, but you can't really troll your way into a music career that maintains. You can troll your way into one song, but to have a real fan base, you have to have a certain degree of musical talent.
And it feels like in this day and age, though, the musical product is only a very small part, or only really needs to be a small part of what makes somebody like Lil Nas X famous. I feel like he could probably start a clothing line tomorrow, and if he just stopped making music and the clothing line made sense and it worked with this character that he's built for himself, that we would all very easily move on from thinking of him as a rapper. Like the fact that he has a couple songs that we know just really kind of seems like incidental to his success. He's a clever, smart, famous young guy that is, kind of beloved. I don't know that the music is the most important part.
I mean, how many rappers have started clothing lines that have gone nowhere?
Right. I mean,
most of them have gone nowhere.
There's got to be something for Lil Nas X out there. If he became a YouTuber or a podcaster.
Well, look at, what's the name of that one trans person? He's white. Akon signed him before.
Oh, Jeffree Star.
Jeffree Star, right? So I remember Akon was telling me about Jeffree Star early, like 10 years ago. I got this this trans guy, and he's making this like really eclectic music and everything else like that. I mean, the music didn't work, but the makeup did.
Right.
And now he's like a multimillionaire from the makeup, and Akon still gets a piece of that. But you got to come up with something that's viable. You can't just say, okay, I'm just going to come up with a clothing line because I don't want to rap anymore. Like, everyone has clothing lines, and most of which 99% of them go out of business. But if you have something like a makeup line that people really take to, like look what Rihanna has done. She doesn't do music anymore either. Look
Right.
what Dre's done with Beats by Dre. You got to have something that makes sense, that really is like exceptional in the space. And then you could really say, okay, I don't want to rap anymore. I don't want to act anymore. I'm just focusing on this. But you can't just say, okay, I'm not going to rap anymore. I'm just going to create a clothing line. I know that'll blow up as big as I was a rapper. No, it'll probably flop.
Right. I just feel like Lil Nas X is talented enough that he could probably take his talents in other directions. But I kind of wonder.
Hard to say.
I wonder to what extent him seeming like he was gigantic for a few years there was kind of the product of just having the label, orchestrating the puppet show for us and like making stuff seem a lot bigger than it is, because many times over the years, I've seen what artist numbers look like when they have that full label push, and then they put out an album without the label, and you're going through and you're just kind of astonished by like, oh, so this is what your numbers really look like when you don't have Atlantic shoving you down people's throats.
Well, I mean, Old Town Road was a legitimate viral hit with really no label behind it. Billy Ray Cyrus jumped on it because the song was hot to death.
I feel like the label was very instrumental in making that song as big as it was.
I don't think so. No, everyone I knew that heard that song loved that song.